Hello guys and welcome back to my Rome 2 Total War Empire Divided DLC playthrough series with Emperor Aurelian. If you've not checked out the series so far, I do recommend you go check out last episode just to more or less get catched to where we are, but a brief little overview. It's going well. We've got this objective that we need to hold 3 basic provinces, and the only one I've got left to do before we actually, and it's either through client state, direct ownership or military alliance, is this one, which is the Rhaetia et Noricum, and that is owned by these lovely fellas here, Alemanni. Now, the cool thing is that they're not allied with anyone. I thought they were still allied with the German Confederacy. They're not. So the cool thing is all I need to do is take, I think it's just these 2 settlements, and then at least I'll own most of, well, basically that objective is completed. The problem is I don't really have any armies nearby to deal with them. I've got these Roman levies that need to be changed up, so I'm going to basically scrap them all and replace them with better units. Because it's nice to have them here, but they probably will have, I'm not going to say strong units, but there's going to be a big stack I've got to deal with, and these guys are very weak compared to the latest units. So if we actually look at them here, if we have a look at just the cohorts, for instance, they're a lot better. They're saying that this isn't really leveled up too much. I wonder if there's an area. Yeah, I probably have to move to here to show you a bit better. This unlocks the better cohorts. Yeah, so we get these, which are the Vatica, which are melee attack of 83. They're really quite strong, and they're just fundamentally a lot better. So I can actually just scrap all these guys and remove them off. We can spend a couple of turns recruiting these ones. And we've got another one here now. Can he do the same? Again, this is only level 1 faction building. Can I go all the way down here? Is this any better? No. I'm going to have to move all these guys down. Actually, the Roman Legion's not too bad. It's just the levies. So I'm going to see if I can run these guys. I can't really run that way. Let me just see if I can find the nearest buildings which I can actually support a better units, which I'm going to have a feeling all the way down here. Oh, Jesus Christ, this empire is so underdeveloped at the moment. I love the old system where you could actually assign a governor just to build stuff for you in the old Total War games. If you, especially when your empire got too big, you used to do all the kind of menial tasks of developing buildings, but you don't really have access to the option on this one. Okay, cool. So for this unit, we're going to have a mix of cavalry. So I love the pike cavalry, these ones. These are really, really good. These are heavy cavalry. Quartes Cataphractia? Cataphractii. I think along those lines. Again, not very good pronunciation. They do cost 1,000 per unit, but I think they'll be alright. They'll take 1 turn to build up. And then we'll get some bog standard units. So these are... yeah, these are heavy shot cavalry, while the other ones are just... I'm trying to think which ones are better. These ones are not too bad, but I'd probably go for this Roman Legionary Cavalry. I was trying to see which one's the best overall. We'll get 2 of these. That brings us up. We have some more money to spend. And then we'll get some Roman legions. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And then we want to at least get 2 of these. 2 more of these. And then that'll spend us out for this turn. But it'll take 2 turns to mend. And then I can hope to declare war on these guys. And then I can't really move any of these units from here. I really just want to hold off where I am. Not really move around too much, but we're just going to finish this guy off. Because he's been raiding my territories and it's a pain in the ass. So, just release you. Sweet. And then where was I actually going to move this army? It was going to go somewhere and I've just completely forgotten where it was. Because this island has decided to rebel, which is fine. Yeah, because Cyprus has decided to have a bit of a dispute with their Egyptian owners, which is fine. I had an army here, army over here. I think what I was actually going to do is move this guy down because I have a bit of a problem with this system here. So if I move it to over here, this army can move back down to cover this position. This army can move over to cover this town. and then he'll move in and take this town, and then at least then I've got an army in every single province, as you can see here, as I push out slowly. And, oh yeah, these guys decided to play a bit of an attack on me last turn as well, which was a bit funny, so let's do a bit of an ambush on them. Kill them off. Now, we could run and actually attack these guys and then run back to our territory, which may be a good idea, but let me just move my spy up a bit more this way. Yeah. So let's do that. Kill him dead. And then we'll pull back just to heal up. Because these are actually on levies. I really need to replace these guys as well. Because they're quite weak. But I think what we'll do for the time being is we'll increase the formidable fighters. And we'll also get... This is a really strong general. He might be a bit of a worry. What can we got here? So we haven't really... I mean, he needs more authority if anything else. Let's have a look here. So we've got Imperial, which gives more morale. Authority... Upkeep cost of all land units. That might be good. It gives him more authority, and it also decreases the cost of this particular army. And then my spy is going to just chill here. You're going to chill there. And then I'm going to send this spy just a bit more down this way, just to hide there. And I think we're pretty much... See if we can get the spy in between these two settlements. There we go. So there's no one in this one. There's an army here, but it's not very strong. It's only got it's over half strength. Actually, it's actually only half strength. It counts the 11 units. We've got the Egyptian down here, but they're not really moving up, which is cool. And overall, I think we're pretty much done. Yeah, all my armies are moved. I'm not moving any more forward with the Egyptian army here. We're just going to hold position. And just play on the cool ears. And I think this guy was moving down to cover this settlement. Just in case we have any more fleets come through the Black Sea and decide to raid a few... You know, do a few raids, as they've done quite a lot, which is a bit frustrating. And you can go and chill out. Very quiet. We have an army coming down from the north here. But that's fine. I can maybe deal with them with this army if I just put them into hiding. So we go to here and just... hide for the time being. He might come down, we can ambush him, and we do have a fleet anyway, just in case. And I'm going to send this guy to take this settlement, and then instantly change it round into a better settlement. Oh, we do have a lot to work here, don't we? Wow, this is going to be very expensive. We'll change you. We don't have a military barracks, so we'll get rid of you. We'll change you into... Actually, we'll have you as replenishment. We have a temple, so I get a Praetor's basic area. We'll also get a workshop and a public forums now, practice fields, auxiliary camp. What does that go into? Yeah, we'll get an auxiliary camp because we'll need one of them anyway. Actually, no, we'll get a, because this is going to change anyway, so we'll get this into an auxiliary camp, and then we'll have this as a public forums, and that more or less sorts out this area for this turn. I'm not going to move any more units up this area. We do have a few units coming around this way. The army has not really moved. Oh, well, they decide to harass this guy, though. Let's get him into position just to hold there for now. I'm going to send this army down. Actually, no, I'm not going to take any more settlements. How are we doing on this guy? So we got 3 legions. We've got a couple of better cohorts. We could do with some bows, really. But they're going to be quite expensive. 470. I can get one more. And I think that's the maximum I can recruit anyway this turn. And then I was going to move this guy down to... here. And then we'll get rid of the Roman levies. They are quite strong, and I don't want to get rid of them simply because of the fact of they are higher rank, but the problem is they don't have the upgrade feature for this particular unit, so that's one thing I do miss sometimes, where you can't upgrade units which you feel are a bit better. So let's just get rid of these guys for now. And we'll keep the cavalry in position. So that gives me more money next turn. And we'll just sit here. Oh, what were you doing? Oh, chasing these guys down. Sweet. That's a nice little upgrade. Ooh, what we got here? So we could do some more cunning. So we'll go for this one. And then we'll move back to get into port. And then we'll just wait here. Oh, got a spy. Let's get you leveled up. And I think... Oh, there's that army I need to upgrade. I should really always do this before I switch to a different unit. It would help massively, but I always kind of just forget. Let's get this seal. Charge bonus for commander. Then this one's more specific to the commander unit. Where these ones... I'm actually saying that. They're a bit of mix everything out there. Let's get this. This gives zeal anyway. And I think that's it this turn. Let's just have a check down on the southern flank here to make sure there's no armies going to sneak up on me. Nope. Cool. Alright, move this guy down. I'm going to put him into an administration role just to bunk up the culture. We also have some of these that I've not really changed over. So if we get this to level 3, we can actually just dismantle that. And we'll get a farming estate in here with a farming settlement, and then that'll should work out kind of well, and we'll change that next turn. Any more settlements that I've kind of missed? This one here. What are we going to get for this one? Oh, it was an auxiliary camp, wasn't it? Sweet. And then, just so I don't spend all my money, we wanted to get a few more units, didn't we? So we wanted another armoured archer. And do we want pikemen? Pikemen are quite useful. I mean, especially obviously dealing with cavalry. But they're very limited in the situation. A spearman is obviously got a smaller spear. Can deal with cavalry as well, but obviously pikemen's a lot better at doing that because of the distance. So we'll get 2 of them. And then it gives us... we don't have many ranged units, so I'm going to get another 2 archers. And I think I'll call that for that unit. And then for this one, we could just buy some archers anyway. Well, I'll buy 1 archer for this turn. And then this unit's ready to go. We can attack and see if we can do some damage. How many units? How many settlements does he have? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 settlements. I mean, if we take these in quick succession, we might be able to do something about it. The only concern is if they do what they usually do and merge it with the German Confederacy. They seem to always want to. I'll just have a little brief overlook round to make sure there's no... Oh. Like this. Because that is just cheeky. It really... It's like he tried sneaking by without me noticing. It's like, I can see you there. And he's dead. Whoop. He's going to chill here. Yes, this is pretty much as far as I'm going to push this time round. So far... Obviously, this unit is being harassed to a death by all... Look at these agents. I mean, this is just taking the mick. He's got 3 veterans and an assassin, or a spy, who's chilling out around that settlement. There's just no need for that many. You go back into support. Yeah. Just no need. Oh, there's so much stuff going on with all the constant pop-ups. We had these guys declare war on us for whatever reason. I can't remember if we were at peace with them or not, but they've declared war. That means we're going to have to deal with them at some point, but not for now. My attention is drawn up here. But what I'm going to do is this unit is now fully equipped, but I'm going to have to move right round and cover this northern area. So it gives me time to replenish these units. So let's buy some more stuff. So we've got plenty of cavalry. We don't really need to worry about that. We've got some more Roman legions. So let's get... Let's make these guys a bit stronger. So we'll have 4 4 of these guys, we'll have 6 of them. And that kind of bunks us out into 2 turns. And then we'll need another archer at some point to cover this out. But that pretty much, I mean, we could buy 3 archers next turn. And then we've got this, haven't we? Camping movement speed. I think, well, this is morale. So we'll get this one. I don't really use mercenary units because they're so expensive. But then again, you only use mercenary units when you need to keep them for the time being, and then that's it. There's no upgrades that I need to worry about, and we're just going to hide here. These guys are all recuperating. I shouldn't really give them time, I should just keep pressing, but the issue is it's just so expensive to do it. So I'd rather just sit and take the toll of being constantly harassed by units. Alright, let's get some more recruitment going in. So we've got the 4 of them, 6 of them, 2 of them. We'll get a few more archers. So that gives us 3, and then we'll get some spearmen. Is it auxiliary spearmen the only ones we can get? I would have preferred pikemen, to be honest. So we'll get 2 of them. That'll bunk us out quite nicely. So we'll be done this turn. And then this unit should also be in position, because we are in autumn. It means next month's going to be winter. Might not be the best time to be declaring war, especially when I'm going to have to go into the mountains. I don't want to get stuck on attrition. Cool. And any units moving around that shouldn't be moving around? Nope. We're very peaceful so far. Even though we're at war, there's nothing too much going on. I was worried about this fleet that's hovering around, so I don't want them attacking inside and taking it. But then saying that I do have a fleet here that I can just move across if need be to deal with them. One thing to just be wary of. Look at this. I'm almost down to my last few bits. Let's see if we can do any upgrades. Any of these settlements. Let's upgrade you. So why not? It gives me some more wealth. Apparently I have some slums. I don't know why. I thought I upgraded everything. Oh, now I'm in minus figures. Oh shit. This is not good for this turn. And we've just gone into winter. This is like a win-win situation for everyone. So let's go to here. Let's defend on this bridge area. I don't know what units are in this Men of War. I might have to wait a few turns before I can start declaring war, because as soon as I move into this area, I'm going to start getting attrition. I mean, you know, he's fine on the roads, and I don't know where the rest of how much army he's supporting at the moment. But the idea would be take the settlement and then move down and jump through the mountain range and take the settlement through here. But my concern is that I'm going to lose so many units on this road path through winter, which is going to be 3 turns at least. And I am losing money. Okay, I guess I could do some raiding. Yeah, you know what? Let's just move some units into here and we'll do some raiding. It'll help in some terms of not worrying about... Let's move you across. It's a good way to supplement your income for the time being, just going to the territory and going, you know what, I want some money off you, gimme. And it should hold me out for a few turns while I have to skip forward and deal with the winter months. Let's just double check to make sure they aren't, yeah, they're not, I don't know what, they haven't even got a trade deal with me, so I won't lose anything of value. I'll allow trade. Wow. I was going to wait before war declared, or I declared war, but they decided to take one step and declare war on me. And pretty much what ended happening was they attacked these units. They caused a lot of damage. As always, my cavalry seems to always take the brunt of it, which means I just want to march in and kill them now for that. I was wanting to wait a few more turns, and it was going to happen anyway. And I also had another attack here by these guys, so I want to finish them off first. So we'll take this guy. No one dare tax a Rome. Go back to settlement. We're chilling out here. That's that done with. And we also had a settlement we needed to upgrade, didn't we? I think with this one. We do have a temple. What don't we have here? Mining? Well, what is this? Has it got industry? Commerce. Yeah, meeting point. That gives commerce bonus. We are still down, so I do need to do some more raiding, but the best way to do that is to take settlements. Now, if I wait a turn, they'll surrender. I'm going to pull back a little bit here. Simply the reason of they've moved a second army called the Trees of Woe. And I'm going to go into defensive position next to the settlement. Because if they attack with both these units, even though I caused quite a considerable damage to these guys, yeah, there's another brand new army just turned up. But I'm hoping that they might run off and try and deal with him, or go and take a settlement, and then it makes it easy for me. Well, I do have enough money at least this turn to not have to deal with that. Now, there's another army here. I am being harassed to death as well, so I can't move back. We'll just keep raiding. I'm also going to send this army into raid. And that should work kind of nicely, but what I'll do is if I can, slow this guy down. So he can't attack next turn, because he's quite vulnerable sat there. And pretty much overall, that's all she wrote. Ah, that plan worked out very well. The army that was here moved off to defend this point, so I had to move back a little bit. But now I'm going to go back in and siege it again. And we'll wait here. And then I'm also going to move in with this unit and siege this settlement. And then they can't support each other, which works in my favour magnificently. So this will surrender in a turn, this will surrender in 2. I will take some casualties in terms of attrition, but I feel that's worth the price. And then what happened down here? Again, we're being kind of bugged by everyone now. Okay, couldn't wreck their baggage train, which is a bit unfortunate. We do have a large amount of armies moving up through this peninsula here, which is a bit of a concern, but I do have some armies that can help if need be. I feel we're in a very, very good position just to hold position for now. What can we get here from you? Let's get you. There we go. And then how are we down here? Ah, good, good, good. This bit I need to do. I want to take, really, by the end of this session, I want to completely take these settlements I need and then see what the next objective is, because I'm really interested where we are, the Western War. Apparently they have another army, the Oathmakers, which are now sieging this settlement, which is a settlement I need. For God's sake, how can... I don't understand how a civilization or a faction that only has 5 settlements can actually hold and have 5 complete full armies. I managed to obviously take this settlement here, which is fantastic. But in the process of all, it kind of locks these down because they've lost so much manpower and they can't heal this turn, which is a bit annoying. Can I actually move them anywhere? Can they? No. So I'm actually stuck here because they can't move anywhere. Great. So I would actually have to move to here, I think, before I can start healing. Or here. Or there. We're going to be inside your province's limits. And even when I've taken this settlement, I feel that the... Yeah, we'll just go in and take the settlement now. Instead of waiting a turn. That works better. So it might give us an opportunity to see what he does next, because this has got 2 turns till it surrenders. He might just assault it, in all fairness. It's what I would do. But I really want to at least get one of these settlements next. Ah, they're healing now. Cool. So I guess the idea of having this settlement taken is kind of give a supply line. Fantastic. And then anything down here which is going off. I really want to put my units here. And just put them into Oh, actually saying there's an army here. Let us move my armies this way. Because that is very worrying indeed. Go on, Aurelian. You go to here and hide. Because there's a group here, which this one's easy. I can deal with that quite well. But this is on itself a problem. Because that's a stack to... There's 5 stacks basically there of units. And again, I'm still raiding on these fronts. Although I could be cheeky and do that. I'm going to raid some more. It's like, yeah, you're going to have to just come and take on my armies, otherwise I'm just going to keep raiding you. We do have some upgrades to do. Who needs promoting? You do, don't you? Let's give you... Is there anyone that gives me replenishment straight away, or is that not really one that's melee defense? On that one, it gives recruitment cost, but it's not really replenishment. It'll be fine. I mean, yeah, 1 turn till they're finished. It's the cavalry which is the main problem, because whatever it does, the AI seems to want to run in and kill the cavalry all the time. Move this army, run it all the way up to here, so it's in position for that siege. So I can actually get it to be there, and that'll put me in range of this unit, which is sieging. And then I was going to run around with this guy and take the settlement, but I then had a lovely little bloody shield maiden. I could use some more colourful words for her. Yeah, stall them for a little while, which is not fun. We got another technology to move into. We did the mercenary one, didn't we? Which gives us the fleet movement, I think it was, on the morale. We can go into this one, which gives more morale. Or this one, which gives more 25% to all siege vehicles. Okay, plus 15 tower damage. This is more about sieging stuff, and this was new, which basically gives more morale. Is there anything I do need? This gives more experience. We'll go for this one. It's 7 turns, and it gives me more movement range and movement reinforcements as well, which is something that I need for replenishment. Oh, wow, what the hell? Why are we so down? Oh, because we've been sieged. Ouch. There's just no need for that. Holy, look at this! What's this all about? These guys have decided to declare peace with me, which is cool. I can have that. But I'm also going to move these units down here now, just to deal with the pain in the bum